Luke Shaw starts for Man United. Eric Ten Hag talked about how he trained ahead of the game of, it was Aston Villa. Sorry, after the game of Aston Villa when we beat them by 2-1, Luke Shaw really came in through and really trained. We are not really sure that he was going to be part of the game of Luton Town. But guess what? A story came in through like 40 minutes back that this guy is with the squad of Man United. And the moment that came in through, he was in contention to start in the team that Man United were to flaunt to obviously play against a team known as Luton Town. And the guy is in the starting 11 of Man United, meaning that we are really closed at that left back position. And our prayers are just that he plays 90 minutes and keeps that consistency of playing for this club of Manchester United. Welcome to the United Matters channel. How are you guys, and who are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And if you feel like you have something to say about this game of football, go into the live box, the live chat, and really put in your prediction. You can as well follow it up with a comment down. We'll obviously come in through and tackle it in here for you. Now, the most important bit of this game is yesterday Spurs were beaten, and now they are 6 points. Hear me out. They're at 47 points, and we are having 41 points. Our win today will take us 3 points behind Tottenham Hotspur and 5 points behind Aston Villa. It shows you how huge we are closing down as a club of Manchester United. I remember telling you that these clubs are not going to secure that fourth spot. That is it. With Man United players and their knowledge, experience and mentality, no team can obviously stop them, because Aston Villa and Tottenham Hotspur are just teams that are really keeping the position of Man United. That is it. We all want to go to the Premier League. Others are talking about finishing fifth. No. All we have to go to is finishing fourth, and maybe even pushing to finish third, to see to it that we get to where we deserve to be as a club of Manchester United. And this is really what we want to do as a club. Luke Shaw starts, and let's get into the starting 11 for the club of Man United. We thank God for the gift of life. Those that have been at church, welcome back from church. And the Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum. And let's get straight into the starting 11 for the club of Man United. We are having Andre Onana, Harry Maguire, Bruno Fernandes. We are having Rashford. We are having Rasmus Højlund. We are having Alejandro Garnacho. We are having Carlos Casemiro, Rafael Varane, Dalot, Shoho, and Kobe Mainoo. If you watch the game of football when you're playing away at Aston Villa, it is the same squad. It's really unchanged. That's the beauty of this. Every time you have a constant starting 11, you really get the yields that you really want to get as a side of Man United. And for Rasmus Højlund, there is a record he's going to say it. If he scores today, he'll be the youngest player in the Premier League to score in 6 consecutive games. And I think his goal is there, and this goal is going to come in through as up. Substitutes: Ben Dayer, Ateyeri, Evans, Lindelof, Amadi Diallo, Amrabat, Eriksson, Fosun, Scott McTominay, who scored the winner against Aston Villa, and we're also having Anthony Dos Santos coming in through to really lead us to that well-anticipated win for the club of Manchester United. We go to that of Luton Town: Kaminski, Ogbeni, Mengi, Osho, Bell, Doherty, Lokonga, Buckley, Achong, Morris, Adebayo. The bench has Krul, Berry, Woodrow, Kabore. I'm shocked that Kabore is on the bench. Buki, Panzu, Clark, Townsted, and Nelson. That is the bench of Luton Town, and how they are planning to obviously come in through and really take over the club of Manchester United. So you've gonna hate to see the starting 11 for the club of Man United. You've gonna hate to see the starting 11 for the club of Luton Town. And what else is left? Go ahead into the comment section and really tell me your predictions, as I've gonna hate to see Abraham Kibet, Opara Francis, Sharifa Mwanga, Thomas Donker, and Muhumu Zasam. Thank you for obviously coming in through. continue to vote into the live chat and smash the like button close to 30 times, because the more you smash it, the more it obviously goes to the levels you deserve it to be. Man United walking in this game as favorites, and we all know what exactly we are calling up for. We are calling in for a win of Manchester United. Then look at that. That is the system that Ten Hag is going to hit to flaunt to take on the side of Luton Town. It's Andre Onana in goal, right? Obviously, he had one of his best games over the weekend when we played against Aston Villa. He had close to 4 times saving the club of Manchester United, and he came in through and really put in a well-desired shift as a goalkeeper. After that, we really had him almost keeping a clean sheet, but I think we really defended badly, and the way we defended went ahead to cost the club of Man United. But all in all, I really understand that it's not gonna really stop us as a club of Man United, and we will obviously continue doing the needful, and that needful will lead us where we've always wanted to go on and be. Diogo Dalot providing an assist for the second goal that resulted to be the winner for the club of Manchester United, and it's written all over the wall, it's written all over the wall that Man United, Dalot keeps himself at the Carrington training ground, and the more he keeps himself there, he keeps really putting in those crosses and perfecting the crosses and his shots at goal, because he believes that's what makes you a modern centre back. If you're modern right back, you have to obviously balance the two, the defensive side and the offensive side, and the offensive side of Dalot has produced some moments of brilliancy as Man United is really playing this season. He has 2 goals this season, and I think like 2-3 assists, and we anticipate that he's going to really bring in more and more and more and more. The moment you see to it that Casemiro and Kobe Mainoo are seated in that double pivot, you know what that means. It means a lot and a lot that double pivot for the club of Man United will obviously come in through and excel night and day and match after match. Luke Shaw returning to the left back position of Man United, meaning that they did what we call what was right to really take him for precaution. You remember he was taken off as Man United was playing against the side of Luton Town for precaution. That is it. That's why the obvious went ahead to obviously take him off, because they knew to it that this guy would really surge his injury. If at all they kept him on the field of play after 45 minutes, he couldn't return, and you saw a lot of instability, when they brought in Lindelof to play on the left back. Moussa Diaby and Leon Bailey, gave him a busy night, and you saw to it that we really considered that goal because of that side. Crosses were coming from that side, and we couldn't really stop them because of Luke Shaw. But Luke Shaw being available today gives us a lot. I would love to see him and Dalot averaging 6 crosses in the entire game. That is 3 in the first half and 3 in the second half. When we get used to that, then I'll obviously go ahead and really call for 10, averaging 5 every half. But right now, I want to see them bringing in the crosses, cutbacks, all what? I want to see 5. 6 in an entire game. 3 per half. Rafael Varane, right-sided centre-back, but I think it's going to be Harry Maguire who is going to be played on the right-sided centre-back, and Rafael Varane is going to be played on the left-sided centre-back. Remember, before Erik ten Hag came into the club of Man United, Harry Maguire was played as a left-sided centre-back, but when he came in through, he turned the way United used to play, and they played him as a right-sided centre-back because he believes in Lisandro Martinez as a left-footed defender to take over that position. Then we go to the double pivot, Casemiro and Kobe Mainoo. Huge double pivot. Ever since they've gone ahead to play in that double pivot, we haven't gone ahead to lose. That is Casemiro and Kobe Mainoo. So their presence has gone ahead to give us more and more wins in the Premier League. This is going to be, I think, the 4th consecutive win, as we head into match day 25. And as I told you, all we need is to win our games. Let's keep winning. Fulham next weekend. Then we go to the FA Cup and see what really happens in there for us as a club of Man United. But all I want to let you know is simple. Man United is really having that double pivot of Casemiro and Kobbie Mainoo. And the communication in between these two is really world class, because sometimes Kobbie Mainoo tells Casemiro, I'm going in the final third, and he tells him, all right, you go, I'm going to really shield you. Then when Casemiro goes, Kobbie Mainoo stays to shield him up. What a communication these two players are really having. But we all know that any of those two, when he obviously goes forward, he has a lot to offer. For example, if at all you remember the second goal that we score against Aston Villa that acted as the winner for that game, it was Casemiro who stayed behind, and Kobbie Mainoo went ahead to obviously surge in the final third, and he went ahead to play a double pass to Casemiro, produced that ball to Kobbie Mainoo. Kobbie Mainoo passed that ball to Dalot. Dalot delivered a very beautiful cross, and Scott McTominay went ahead to really head it home. That was the beauty of that. So that double pivot is really very important for the club of Man United, and we believe it's really going to bring in lots and lots of wonders on the night. Obviously, Garnacho starting onto the right attacking side of the midfield. That was a given, and he's there on merit. Garnacho is there on merit, and no one really doubts his potential. He's really one of those people that I've got to put in a shift, left, right, and center, and we are not really feeling any better, you know, for this guy. The guy has gone ahead to obviously put in a very beautiful shift, and he has gone ahead to show really a lot that the club of Man United is really having a lot of quality. Garnacho coming through from the academy. Remember, United bought him from Atletico Madrid, and they brought him in at the age of 15, 16. And 3 years later, he's into the starting 11 of Man United. And all you would love to see him do, getting in an assist and a goal. I'd love to see his communication and Rasmus Højlund go to another level. That is it. You know, every time you have Garnacho doing that, Rashford doing that, and Bruno Fernandes, then you get to know that at least every one of those will at least look out for Rasmus Højlund once in that game. And for Rasmus Højlund, he has shown us that in 8 shots at goal, he has gone ahead to score 5 goals. In the previous 5 games, he has had 5 shots at goal. 8 goals, 8 shots at goal, and 5 of those have gone ahead to cross the line, meaning that every time they look out for him in every game, he'll be averaging a goal, because he averages a goal in every 1.5 chances. You know, every 1.5 shots he has on target, he averages what we call a goal. So that is really important for the club of Man United, and if at all you've gone ahead to know that for some time, you really move on. So Garnacho was really lively in the game of Aston Villa, though he never really scored, but he really put in some beautiful crosses. He made some beautiful runs, especially when he was really turned as a left attacking midfielder. For Marcus Rashford, for everyone who watched my match preview, I told you that this should be his last game. This should be his last game to start at Man United, if at all he continues to be selfish and really not going in for that quick pass for Rasmus Højlund. Rasmus Højlund makes those runs, near post runs, and Marcus Rashford decides to obviously sit down players, yet his skill set is really banger average. That is it. So I don't want to see Rashford doing a lot on the ball. Sometimes do a lot on the ball, sometimes go in for the easy pass, sometimes go in for the shot at goal. You know, that's what makes a player unpredictable. You know, every time you're predictable, you are easily closed down as a player. You get? Bruno Fernandes, central attack midfielder. I would love to see him looking out for Rasmus Højlund. That is it. They should look out for him a lot. You know, like in the game of football today, this team is going to really pack the bus. And when they pack the bus, they are going to come out and really try to really hit you on the break. So all you have to do is, every time they really pack themselves there, we are having players like Bruno who can find out a pass, Kobbie Mainoo, Casemiro, the surging Luke Shaw and Dalot. Let's use their width a lot to really give us the best. Rasmus Højlund, as I told you, if he scores today, he will be the first youngest player in the Premier League to score in 6 consecutive games. And I know his goal is obviously there. It's gonna be there, and it's gonna really do a lot. But if you want to see him increasing his score, we should see Luke Shaw and Dalot bringing in those crosses, targeting him, because one of his threats is his height and winning aerial duels. All we have to do is to feed him again and again and again and again, and he's now having 5 goals in the Premier League, 5 goals in the Champions League, and 1 goal in the Premier League. Sorry, in the FA Cup. That takes his tally to 11 this season, and taking his goal contribution, because he's having 2 assists, by the way, in the Premier League, and that is 13 goal involvements this season. That is really great for him, and I know he's gonna score 20 goals this season. He's gonna score 20, and if at all you believe this guy is gonna score 20 goals this season, smash the like button like never before. Smash it like never before. And let me bring you the format in which these guys are obviously gonna really stand. That is the side of Luton Town. Luton Town have gone in for the following 11, and it's having, by the way, 2 United former players who were really coming from the academy. They've gone for a 3-4-2 system with Kaminsky in goal. Luton Town, when they came into Old Trafford, it was really a hard one. We won that game by 1-0, and it was scored by Victor Lindelof. So today we are playing away at their home, but we are really having almost our strongest squad. If we had Lisandro Martinez there, you would have gone ahead to know exactly what I meant. But I think Harry Maguire comes in through as a positive, because he is really tall and his physicality is really unquestioned. So Kaminsky in goal, Tengi Mengi, formerly at Man United, right on the right side of the 3-man central defense, Bell left side of the 3-man central defense, then Osho playing at the center of the 3-man central defense, Albert Sambi Lokonga and Ross Barkley playing into that double pivot, Lokonga on loan from Arsenal and Barkley coming in through to obviously play there with experience. Doherty left wing back, Chongi right wing back, then Ogbene and Morris. Those are the central attacking midfielders, and Adebayo is the man that is leading the line. Adebayo is scoring goals for fun, and he is really fast. He's physical, and you cannot really stop him from really doing what he has to do. All you have to do is, we should stop them from obviously hitting those long balls here to come in through and really cause havoc to the side of Manchester United. And obviously this guy, he's really good. When you get him chances, he's gonna score them. So all we need to do is, let's not get him those chances that he gets and really capitalizes to him as wins. So Adebayo, Ross Barkley, Chongi, Doherty, and there is the other guy known as Kabore, who plays off the bench. He's really gonna be really very, very troublesome in this encounter of Man United. All we need to do is simple. Let's not let these goals in, and let's not give them the space they deserve. Abraham Bates, Man United. You said Man United to win. Sharif Mwanga, I'm watching from Dubai. Thank you very much. Watching it from Dubai. Sharif Mwanga, my prediction is 3-0. All right. Thank you very much for watching through. Opara Francis, hello, greetings. Thank you for the update live from Makerere University. Thank you, Opara Francis. How is Makerere? Thomas Donka, greetings from Ghana. All right. How are you and how are you doing? Sharif Mwanga, my prediction is 3-0. All right. For Man United, Muhumuza Sam, United 3, Luton Town 0. Musa Ahmed, Man United win. Henry Umwenyi, hey David, how are you doing? I'm doing great. Thomas Doka, David, the manager is trying this time around for consistency of the starting 11. Yeah, he has gone ahead to really do it in the previous games ever since Kobe Mainu, Kazimiro really got into the team. You see, to it that there is what we call pure consistency in the starting 11 for the club of Man United. Smash like button close to how many times? Close to 30 times, please smash it. I'm having Hachilala, hi RD, my prediction is Man United 3, Luton Town 1. All right. Then Henry Umwenye, United 2, Luton Town 0. Watching from Italy. How is Italy, my brother? And exactly, which city are you in? Are you in Naples? Are you in Milan? Are you in Turin? Where are you exactly in Italy? Kamuhanda Jonane 4-2, I think in favor of Man United. Samuel Mwaniki, thank you for watching through. Then Issa Villa, Ronald Melinda, United win Hoyland on target today. Yeah, if there is a player I'm betting on to score today, it's none other than Rasmus Højlund, because I believe he's going to come in through and really have a very fantastic game today. Then Ronald Musime, we are winning 1, United 4, all right. Issa Vida, Ronald Melinda, Tsap with Malasia. Malasia is back on the green grass, but Ten Hag told us that they need like 2-3 weeks with Mason Mount to obviously get back into the team. So he shouldn't really rush him back because you're playing 1 game per week. So no reason for that. Ronald Musime, and I would like to see Ahmad playing like 25 minutes today. That is it through. Guys, let me first respond to this call a little bit. Guys, a moment. There is a moment. I'm just gonna return. Let me relieve you with this starting 11 for the club of Man United on the screen. Then I'm gonna return and really do the rest with you. Well, I'm sorry for the delay, but I'm back. I really had something to obviously pick, and that was food. I had food to pick. And I'm gonna enjoy my is it lunch, supper? I'm gonna enjoy it as I really watch this game of football, such that each and every time I really return here, when we are doing what we call the match reaction, I'll be really charged to the fullest. Now, I'm having a sup with Malasia. I've gonna hit obviously really respond to that. Then I'm having Ronald to Musime, and I would like to see Ahmad play 25 minutes because last time he played well. Really, we are also really advocating for Ahmad Diallo. We've seen clips of him training with the club of Man United, skipping past people and obviously putting in the required shift. So all we would love is to really get this guy playing. I would also love to see this guy play and kick a ball. That is it. I'd love to see him kick a ball today and see how everything will really go in here at the club of Manchester United. I'd love to see him really kick a ball today, and I'm with you, Ronald Tusime. He should come in through and really show us exactly what he really has for the club of Man United. Just 3 minutes into the start of the game, and you know, when the game starts, we really stop this. After stopping it, we really go to what we call the game. We watch it, then after we come through with the match reaction. Then Jet Miles Bright, thanks Haradi. Rashford on target today. I would love to see him on target, by the way, because if that trio is always on target, then you'll know that our mission of winning the FA Cup and qualifying for the Champions League won't really hit what we call a dead end. We'll always be there doing the needful as a club of Man United as our side really gets going, and that is none other than Jet Miles Bright. Thank you for watching through. Issa Vidia, Ronald Melinda, Onana has to keep a clean sheet. I would love to see him keep a clean sheet because the what is it called? When you look at the clean sheets kept by goalkeepers in the Premier League, I think it's Jordan Pickford is having 8, David Raya is having 8, Alisson is having 7, and Andre Onana is having 7. If we can keep a clean sheet today, that will be something great for we, the fans of Man United, as far as this is concerned, and you would obviously want to see him really doing that. Now I'm switching to the game, bro. All right, I know most of you are switching to the game, and I'm also signing out here. But before I really sign out, I would love to obviously end this poll and see how you guys have gone ahead to vote. I'm having 90% have called in for a United win, 5% have called in for a Luton Town win, and 3% have called in for a draw. 53 votes casted, and that's what your thoughts are. But the players have gone ahead to step on the field of play. But I would love to show you this danger man known as Adebayo, who plays for Luton Town, and what his stats are this season. He has gone ahead to play 24 games, 9 goals scored. Now, if you're playing for Luton Town and you really score 9 goals, you are really a deadly striker. Do you know why? Luton Town is that team that really creates few chances for their number 9. You know, so that means if you allow him to obviously gate into those scary positions, he'll come out and really harm you. And a little bit of what Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to say before this game of football has really gone ahead to start and be put up. Let me try to get something from the man himself, that is Erik ten Hag. He has something to say before this game of football, and he was asked about Scott McTominay. He said he deserves to play, but I cannot line up to 12 players. Definitely, he's always in my mind during the week. How can we put him in the starting 11? All right, we all know that he cannot get in the starting 11 of Man United. And then Ten Hag said we have to go from game to game, and with every game, it's a final for us because we have to catch up. We are still in this position. We have to play better. We've improved recently, so we have to keep this progress. Obviously, we have to keep this progress. Then on Luke Shaw, he said we took him off as a precaution against Villa at halftime. We built him up against during the week, and it was not certain on Thursday at the press conference that we could play, but he's fine, good improvement. That is it. And he added and said when he's fit, he has to play because definitely he will contribute to our levels in the game. Obviously, this guy is levels, unless you don't really know what this game means. Ten Hag on Scott McTominay, he deserves to play, all right. Definitely, he said definitely it's a hard choice to bench Scott McTominay, but I think, you know, He's very good from the bench. I know what a player will say, and he will not like it every time being brought off the bench. Yeah, that is it. Then he said, we want consistency work on the style of play, and for that, we need automatisms. Fielding the same team helps with that. So he has gone ahead to confirm to us why he keeps fielding the same team, because he knows to eat that it offers us the best. Again, he said there is no easy game in the Premier League. We have to play our best football to get the right result. That is right. He concluded by saying it doesn't matter if we play home or away. We have to win away is sometimes more difficult because of the atmosphere, but we don't play against an atmosphere but against 11 players. The field is a little smaller, but you have to deal with it. But remember, United has gone ahead to win very many games away from home, especially in the lower half teams of the league. The game of football is on, and allow me really call this off, and we are going to return later.